Welcome once again. Today we are going to discuss about the different process of metallurgy and extraction of metals from its ore. So let's start with the fifth video of this topic. So here you can see the first topic of this video is the role of reducing agent. So the reducing agent form its oxide when metal oxide is reduced. The role of reducing agent is to provide the delta G negative and large enough to make sum of delta G of the two reactions, oxidation of the reducing agent and the reduction of metal oxide negative. As we all know that for a reaction to be feasible, the delta G, that is the Gibbs free energy of the reaction, has to be in negative value. So as we know, during the reduction, the oxide of metal oxide, it gets converted into metal and the oxygen gas gets liberated. As you can see in this reaction, metal oxide, I have represented metal by M. So here you can see it get decomposed into metal and oxygen gas get liberated. And the second one is the reducing agent remove the oxygen from the metal oxide. Here you can see this is the second reaction scheme. So oxidation of reducing agent. So normally for reducing we can use carbon or carbon monoxide. Here you can see carbon reacts with the oxygen, results in the formation of carbon monoxide. Here the delta G value is given. Now when carbon monoxide itself gets oxidized to form carbon dioxide, so the value of delta G would be this. So when we add these reaction, so this is the reaction scheme. When metal oxide reacts with carbon, results in the formation of metal and carbon monoxide as a gas gets liberated. So when this carbon dioxide gets liberated, again it gets reacted with the metal oxide and results in the formation of metal and carbon dioxide gets liberated out. So thus delta G will be negative, and only when delta G has a smaller value than delta G, we know delta G becomes the more negative. So the reaction has to be feasible only when the delta G, that is a Gibbs free energy, has to be negative. With the increase in temperature, delta G becomes negative. Therefore in the metallurgy, the temperature is chosen such that a sum of free energy in two combined redox process is negative. Okay, now coming on to the next topic, that is the application of thermodynamics in the metallurgy. So how we can extract iron metal from its oxide? Iron is extracted from its oxide. The concentrated, that is the calcination or roasting oxide ore of iron, is mixed with the limestone and coke and feed it into the blast furnace from its top, and in the blast furnace oxide is reduced to the metal. So here you can see the iron oxide, when it reacts with carbon, so what happened, carbon monoxide is formed and iron gets separated. The reaction is considered as a couple of two reactions. The first reaction is iron oxide. Iron oxide, when it gets heated up, so iron metal is obtained and oxygen get liberated. This oxygen which gets liberated, it reacts with the carbon to form the carbon monoxide. Alright, the net Gibbs energy change for this becomes delta G, that is carbon to carbon monoxide, and here iron oxide to iron is equal to delta GR, that is the reaction for this reaction. So resultant reaction takes place when free energy of second reaction is more negative. So it has to be more negative than first reaction. In Ellingham diagram, delta G F to FeO line goes upward, while delta G for the C to CO line goes downward. Let me show you the Ellingham diagram. Here you can see for iron oxide, the line goes upward. However, when we discuss about the carbon monoxide, it comes downward. So it is written over here. So it goes downward with rise in the temperature. In blast furnace, iron is extracted from hematite ore, and the formula of hematite ore is Fe2O3 in the following steps. So this is the entire process of isolation of iron metal. Let me show you the diagram of given in your NCERT book. So this is the blast furnace. I hope you can see it is very much visible. From here we are actually adding the ore along with the limestone and the coke, and these are the reactions which happens in this blast furnace. From bottom side we are actually giving the air and the oxygen. Okay, from here pig iron comes out, and the solid waste, whatever impurities, slag and the gangue particles in the form of silicate, it's come out. Let me discuss with some reaction scheme also. Here you can see hematite ore, it reacts with carbon monoxide as a reducing agent, results in the formation of Fe3O4. Okay, then this carbon dioxide gets liberated. When further this Fe3O4, when it reacts with carbon monoxide, it results in the formation of iron oxide and carbon dioxide as a byproduct. Here what we do, we are adding calcium carbonate. So calcium carbonate gets converted into calcium oxide. So there will be a formation of a slag. Alright, it is considered as an impurity. Iron oxide further gets reacted with carbon monoxide, results in the formation of iron. So iron, here what happened, this carbon monoxide, it again reacts with the carbon, results in the formation of carbon monoxide, and the iron oxide, when it gets reduced by carbon, results in the formation of iron. So let me now discuss step by step how this process goes on. I have made notes for it. So the first step will be the concentration. It is concentrated by the hydraulic washing method. Second step would be the calcination.